Well, we're going to start this day off. We got to go back and change a tire on a feeder wagon. And then I got Lisa here with me. We're going to do a scrap video. And we got a bunch of scrap that we accumulated through last year and the year before that we got to get rid of. So we'll eventually go to the scrap yard and I'll show you exactly how much we get from that scrap and see what it's worth today. So let's get started. We got to go down in the field and head to the feeder wagon. Hi, girls. What a muddy mess. All right, here's the feeder wagon, and you can see it's in the mud. I won't be able to get a jack underneath this feeder wagon. So the plans are, we're gonna use this strap. We're gonna lift this side up. I'm gonna block it up. There's the tire right there. It just blew. Might be able to use the tire again, but we got to take it off. Right here's a farmer's best friend. These little wooden blocks, they come in handy, especially when you get flats. All right, I got the tractor pulled up to the feeder wagon. I got the strap here. I'm just gonna throw the strap over the bucket. All I just wanna do is lift this corner up, then we'll put blocks under this tire. That should hold it right there. Okay, there's the tire. We didn't hurt the rim any. We might have to get a new tire. We'll see. Having bad luck with tires lately. LT 265 75 R16. That's the size tire. Okay, I'm just going to throw this on the back of the four-wheeler and we're going to head back and get this changed. We'll put it back on and then we'll start collecting scrap. Well, I got my new used tire right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on and get this wagon out of here. Well, I got the feeder wagon out of that big mess. And I wouldn't have been able to do it with the two-wheel drive. And this was a good test for my new used four-wheel drive 5510. It's muddy, but it pulled that thing right out of there. As you can see on the trailer behind me, I've got some appliances that I'm going to go take first. I've got 2 stoves here and 2 refrigerators. So we'll take those first to the scrap yard and we'll see what we can get. Okay, we just got everything off the trailer, so let's get back onto the scales and see what we weigh empty. Okay folks, I pulled off the scale, I went in the trailer, I got my weight, and I saw what I got here as far as money. It was 740 pounds at $4.50 a hundred, and I got $33.30, and that is for the 2 ovens and the 2 refrigerators. So that gives us an idea of what scrap is going for right now. About $4.50 a hundred. Now it all depends if it's all cut up. I mean, that was 2 refrigerators. It had a lot of plastic in it. It's not shredded up, so we're gonna go back to the farm and we're gonna fill up another trailer, and it's gonna have some different types of steel on it. So maybe we'll get more, who knows? But that's the going price right now for those types of items. So let's get busy and we'll go back to the farm and we'll load up the other trailer and see what we can come up with. Okay, this is the other trailer. We're gonna fill this one up with scrap. We're gonna lay the flat objects first and we're just gonna fill it up from there. There's a few things that I need to crush. So these are things that we just accumulated through the year or two. And we're gonna see what we could get, how much scrap is worth right now. So let's get started. So now we got 2 flat items there. We got some steel in this fire pit here. You know, obviously it's not going to burn. So we're going to pull this out of here and put this on this desk and take that. And there's a couple odds and ends in here we could pick up that we burnt that had some steel, like we have a filter here. Here's an old stool and some wire. And this little cooker laying over there in the bushes. We're gonna throw this out. Okay, let's knock some of this down off of this desk and put it on the trailer. We'll tie some of this down with some straps. They don't like it when they got a bunch of stuff, you know, connected to it, like dirt. So you want to knock that stuff off because they can see it, and then they'll dock you some pay. Because that's weight too. Just get on the top and try to push it down. These old feeders, they got all banged up in the barn. Those are going to go. Just put this one on top of this one. Just like that. Crush it. there's a bunch of the scrap that was down here sitting. You can see I have a manure spreader auger. It's a top beater to my manure spreader. I'm just going to throw it out because it's been working good with the bottom beater. That'll add some weight to the trailer. And then there's fence posts in there, little odds and ends. So we're cleaning this area up pretty good. We just got a gate over there by her. We'll throw that on there. And then we got to get some stuff in the garage. What do you think I got in here? Let's find out. I know it's heavy. Been in there a while. Oh boy. Look at that. Hubs. Bunch of hubs. A lot of weight. Here's some spindles. Bearings. Now that we got that, we got to go up to the garage. We got a bunch of small items we got to throw in this bucket. So let's go ahead and do that. This is a rear end off of the 5300 John Deere. You could see where it ripped the back plate off and it came off the tractor, so I'm not going to need this. Well, we got it all loaded. The desk is on. We've got a lot of gates, tubing. There's feeders on there. We've got a cooker. All kind of steel. We'll see what we get. We're going to go to the scrap yard now, right after we put a bunch of straps on it. We're almost to the scrap yard. It's right up the road here. Anxious to see what we're going to get. We don't got a lot of heavy stuff, but we'll see. Here we are. Well, we got to pull up on the scale and get weighed here. When we come out, we'll give you the total. Okay folks, we just left the scales. We got it all off the trailer. 2,120 pounds of scrap at $7.50, and it was $159. So that's what we got for it. So that's not too bad as far as, you know, cleaning your area up, your farm up, and getting money for it. You know, some of these places, they take the scrap, but they don't have scales and stuff, and you don't get nothing for it. So it's nice to have places like this. It is a rainy day, and what better is there to do on a rainy day? You guessed it, going to a livestock auction. We're headed to Meadville Livestock Auction. It starts at 1 p.m. and we're looking for another bull. You know, we have Inferno. He's about 4 or 5 years old. Now we want to get a little bit of a younger bull. We're going to run two bulls this year. And I've been all over the place. I've been to various auctions on different days, and I just can't find one. So we're going to go out here. They're having a feeder sale today. So maybe somebody will bring in a nice Angus bull. We'll see. The pickings are very slim, and I think the prices have a lot to do with it. So you might just see a bull come off our trailer. Let's find out. Well, we made it to the auction site. You can see the parking lot is packed. So I won't be filming inside, but whatever I get, I'll show you afterwards. Well, guess what? I got a bull. I got one here at Meadville Auction, and here he is. His name on the tag, it says Jelly Roll, and he went about 1,200 pounds, Black Angus, very nice bull. He's gonna make a good bull with Inferno. Hopefully they get along. But now it's time to go home. How you doing, Jelly Roll? Good boy. I actually petted him. That was a good sale. They had about, I'm gonna say 8 bulls altogether, and we got lucky. They did the calves first, and then they threw in 4 bulls, and one of the bulls that we bought went through. So we didn't have to stay there all day, and we were able to get out of there quickly. Now, the bull that I bought could be part of registered stock. I'm not sure, but just by looking at the tags on the ears, and you know, they gave him a name, it could be registered. I don't know for sure. But he is a nice bull. He's going to make a good addition to our cows. And it looks like he's going to throw some nice calves. What I liked about this bull is that the snout on him is short, small. He's got a small head, and he's got a real nice body. So we're going to go home now. And before I let him out of the trailer, I don't know exactly if he was dewormed or not, but it's not going to hurt him. I'm going to put ivermectin on him. And then we'll let him out of the trailer, and we'll let him with the other bull. Okay, we are home, and I got the trailer backed up against the corral here. We're gonna let him out. We're gonna see how him and Inferno gets along. Come on, buddy. There he goes. He's gonna go out to the barn area. Inferno's gonna meet him. Good boy. There he goes. Old Jelly Roll and Inferno meet for the first time. We might have a little standoff here. Yes, they are. They'll be buddies here in a couple hours. They're just butting heads a little bit. But you could see Jelly Roll is a little bit younger than Inferno. Inferno is going to be the boss. Jelly Roll, he'll be the youngster, and Inferno is going to be the adult. So Inferno will probably get the older cows, and Jelly Roll will probably go after the younger ones. Who knows? So we're just going to leave them alone. We'll get them used to each other, get them well fed, and get ready for June 1st.